they didn't understand is there's two cameras. The live stream's on the tripod is on the is further back towards Sweet Tea. The DSLR camera is farther up. It's like 16 inches ahead. So yeah, when she bumped into it, that's the footage we were using, and they were trying to say that it's edited footage.
Right. So it was my camera actually, and on the front of the lens, I have that rubber stopper thing that, you know, deflects light so that way you can get good footage. But that's what she bumped into, was that big rubber piece. And then also on my camera, on my footage, you can see where she literally sticks her finger in my lens and swirls it.
Yeah. Thank you. You have the right to remain silent. Appreciate that 20, bro.
Thank you so much, you guys.
And again, if you would like to throw super chats, we appreciate that. I'll put your comment up for everyone to see. If you would like to donate directly to us to help us with our attorney fees, all of my donation links are in the on my about section, but they're also in the description of this video. And we get more of that money. YouTube takes, I think, 40% of the super chats, and then so just throwing that out there. But
they asked about my wrist. Should I show it?
Yeah. Show your wrist. Just let me go get solo layout.
Oh,
and that's her wrist from the handcuffs, guys. They were so tight.
Shit. Yeah, I'm trying to get it where. Oh, there.
Go back, right there.
Yeah, right there.
Out of that light.
Look, it's still really swollen bad.
And it was Officer Moreno or whatever, that the lady that actually pushed Sweet Tea last time. She was the arresting officer that put the handcuffs on her, and she said, "Oh, I can fit a finger in there." Moreno
with a B.
Whatever. You know,
okay.
Boy.
She's in the thumbnail of this video. So,
yeah.
He was dressed up last night.
Who?
She had some makeup on. Her hair.
Oh, was she?
Oh, yeah. She
wanted to look good. She knew that they out-orchestrated this. They knew they were going to arrest us. She wanted to look nice for the camera, right?
Yeah.
So,
it was a big production for them.
But
I want to touch on that, though. There were some things that were said when I was sitting there waiting to get booked in or processed, whatever. And I asked her to please just loosen my handcuffs. I showed her that it was swelling. And she didn't believe me at first, but then I felt like, okay, maybe she is having a heart and, you know, a little bit of humanity there. And she did undo it a notch, but my wrist was already so swollen. Like, I mean, it was bad. The pain was incredibly bad. But, you know, thank you, officer, for, you know, giving me that little notch that you allowed me.
No,
so thank you.
She shouldn't have done that in the first place. There were times
no, I agree.
You. I'm not giving her it. Sweet Tea's nice.
I get it.
You all know Sweet Tea's nice. Fuck her. They're every single one of those officers are a disgrace. They're a traitor to the Sheridan Police Department. They're a traitor.
Drive to 145 Green Leah Drive, Temperance, Michigan.
The state's constitution and the United States as a whole, all of them.
Yeah.
And so we got another super chat. Do you think they will ban journalists from public buildings? They had absolutely no reasonable articulate suspicion to arrest you guys. Yeah, they're going off of, thank you for the 5. To be stock. The grounds they had to arrest us, what they're claiming is the city manager Cranberry, who drafted up that administrative order under the guidance of their city attorney Hayashi, which he's using the home rule charter that they have that states that he has authority to create rules and guidelines for city employees. It doesn't say he's not a legislator. He can't make rules for the citizens, guys. So that's what they're saying. So this is going to be a pretty easy case, we think, to get dismissed at least, or to win because of that fact. He had no authority, period. But getting back to the protection order, so the judge watched the entire thing, all the footage, all the evidence, and decided based on that to not put in a permanent restraining order. So the restraining order was lifted. So then now they're all in cahoots. They got to figure out a way to keep us out of there. So they go and she files assault charges, not harassment, because we're not even saying that this lady Victoria assaulted Sweet Tea. We're saying she harassed, because harassment is basically any unwanted touching. It's kind of like battery, but we don't have battery here. So assault has to cause pain. So they're saying that she actually assaulted her, right, by what she did, even though Victoria was the one that was making all the physical contact, right?
Right.
You are allowed to, if somebody repeatedly comes into your face, to go like this to move them out of your way. So
Right.
the judge saw
I
all of
use
that evidence.
minimal. Like, you know, please get away from me.
Right. So the judge saw all of that evidence and decided not to put the protection order in. So if they're not even going to put a permanent protection order, how is she going to get charged with third-degree assault? You see what I'm saying? So that's an excellent defense that we already have moving forward with her case. And so my charges were obstruction of it says obstruction of officers. So I'm not really sure what that is. I've never obstructed anyone, but I have a couple of theories. My first theory is we were doing some cop watching, and there was an accident, and there's no tape up. We're walking on the sidewalk. We were actually in like the intersection area, you know those little like landing triangle pass things. That's where we were. We're about to get to that, and or no, were we on that? No, we were already on that area. We were on that little area, and I was trying to get across the street, and the sergeant runs up on me, hollering, "Are you part of this crime scene? Are you part?" And I was like, "Dude, calm down, man. Why are you yelling at me?" And he's like, "You need to leave my crime scene." And I just say, "Hey, name and badge number, man." And he's like, "I'll give it to you once you get over there. Get over there." And he kept yelling. I was like, "Dude, calm down. Why are you so yelling, man?" And he's like, "Because you're not leaving my crime scene." So they're trying to say, I think that's obstruction. But I told him, I was like, "Dude, the light's red, man. I was waiting in the crosswalk. I told him I'm trying to get across the street." So that's why I wasn't leaving right then. The light's red, you know what I mean? He's like, "Oh, stop traffic." And he grabs his flashlight and he goes in the middle of the street and like blocks everyone. And I comply. I didn't obstruct. I went across the street. That's it. So I don't know if that's what it is. Go ahead, Ricky.
Time out. I want to give this timeline again because you're jumping around a little bit, and I just want to jump in and give people this exact timeline so they know what you're talking about. This all happened in one day, you guys.
Yeah.
This past Friday, Sweet Tea had to go to court to listen to this hearing take place in the morning about this judge granting this permanent protection order. The judge said no. One little important detail you forgot. There was a Sheridan cop there escorting Jay Whitaker around and his girlfriend. Okay? No contact was made by that Sheridan police officer. I find it very, very bizarre that there was some kind of warrant already in existence for Sweet Tea that didn't come to fruition after court on Friday. So we have some business. We go over to Sheridan, conduct some business. We decide to go film the photo radar van, which it's on my channel. That photo radar van was sitting on private property, all in this same day. That Ernie Camacho comes in and wants to charge it Sweet Pea. And shortly after that, Sweet Tea decides she wants to make a criminal complaint, which she has every right to do. It happened in Sheridan's jurisdiction. Sheridan is obligated to respond to it. She made 4 calls to dispatch in a matter of 2.5 hours. No one ever called her back until 1 o'clock in the morning. But prior to 1 o'clock in the morning, as we were waiting at the library in Sheridan for the police to respond in a neutral area, since her restraining order said she couldn't go there, they never showed. And dispatch said that there was a fatal accident. So we went to go check it out. And that's where this recording comes in that DMA is talking about. I mean, I guess it's a theory that this is where the obstruction occurred. I don't know how. They didn't even have a crime scene set up. All the cops were standing around talking. There was no chaos. There was no EMS. There was nothing going on. So that's just one theory on what your obstruction charge might be that produced a warrant. but we still don't know.
And I want to stop this real quick, guys. If there's any doxing, guys, I need my moderators to be on top of this. If there's any doxing, people trying to dox Sweet Tea, they're instantly blocked. Okay, they're not in timeout. They're out of here, man. Unacceptable.
Yeah.
So we have, so yeah, that's one theory. And then the other theory is that we actually did go in and they modified, because this is a municipal charge for me. They want me in the municipal court. The obstruction of a governmental operation, they modified it to include photo radar technicians, right? And they have it posted up on the windshield now and everything. So that could be it, that we were recording peacefully protesting on a sidewalk there for the speed trap bans. That's another theory that we have. Again, we don't know. I have court Thursday, so we'll figure that out. But again, guys, I mean, I can stand on a sidewalk. That cannot be construed as obstruction of a governmental operation. I can sit there on a sidewalk and stand there for hours on end. There's nothing they can do about that. Okay, I'm exercising multiple First Amendment rights, freedom of the press, and to peacefully protest. I say that every time I'm out there. We're peacefully protesting on a public sidewalk. Now, if I'm going up like directly, like into their camera and like intentionally trying to block their stuff, then I don't know, maybe, but that's not what we ever do. We just stand on a sidewalk. We're not like right up next to the man blocking the camera. I'm usually about 10, 20 feet away, standing there. That's it. So that is my charge. We're not really sure exactly what's going to happen with that, but that's kind of where we're at. So
I'm out. You guys, I have to go. They're arresting some people. Some of my homeless friends.
great.
I've got to go.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, Regan.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Right, guys. So she's out of
Wow.
here.
They're just not stopping. They just want to make that intimidation as hard and fast and deep as they possibly can. And unfortunately,
To some more videos. Again, I just want to.
Sorry, guys.
We're also doing a fundraiser for our attorney fees. We're trying to raise $5,000.
Sorry, y'all.
That our attorney is going to charge us about $5,000.
Still connected?
Started on this one, so he's already been doing.
I was watching this video. I wasn't even paying attention. I was driving.
So that's pretty much where we're at, guys. He's done a lot of stuff for us.
Sweet. Thank you, Anna. Thanks for popping in.
Believes in what we do, and he's really good at what he does. But we are
What's
kind of
up?
overwhelming him with getting arrested.
Cooking dinner.
So we're gonna have to. He has to get paid.
I'm just driving and chatting. We're listening to DMA's
description of this video
premiere right now about their arrest yesterday. I'm going to pick something up for the wifey.
I need you guys. I need the moderators to be on top of that, please. I need you guys to be blocking these stupid dumbasses who want to dox.
yeah, I probably cops or cops affiliates or their family or friends or wives or fiancés. And that's sad. That's really sad that they want to go to that level and
Getting them, huh?
try to hurt us because we're
Mini golf sounds like a
them
blast right now, actually.
and their affiliate accountable. So they want to go and sink to a level that's very unproductive.
Fuck walking forever just to hit a golf ball.
A couple different videos here. I'm not sure which one this is.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. So the first one I think I want to watch is actually not this one. Sorry. It's this one. So this is Cache Valley's here. Oh no, sorry, it was actually the I'm sorry, guys. Let me figure this out here. So we're gonna just go into the what transpired after this here, after the arrest, which was all of their goons, right? All of their gang member, goon, Martinez's goon family and friends there, was trying to act stupid, and they're cutting in front of us after we got arrested already.
Really? Yeah. Really? Make me shut up. Walk away, bitch. Boy. Boy.
When you talk to a woman like that, you're a boy. Yeah.
Hold on, I kind of skipped ahead. Like this is way where it should be. So, right.
We're doing 63, and this guy's gonna pass us. Fucking idiot, man.
And you left. No, she didn't. She went. Chill. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Wherever we want to be. We have just as much right to be here.
Not when you step into it.
Well, I just see where.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, why don't you make me shut up?
I just want to
Why don't you shut up? Why don't you make me shut up?
Now, what's up?
Really?
Yeah, really. Make me shut up.
Now.
Walk away, bitch.
I'm down, boy.
Boy.
Really? When you talk to a woman like that, you're a boy. Yeah. I'll catch up with you.
I'll catch up with you. Yeah.
Because you don't care. You're really not. Because you're.
So basically, this lady right here, the beauty pageant queen or whatever she is the one that's getting in people's faces and you know, getting violent, stuff like that. And so,
Aggressive.
Right.
Yeah.
let's watch another view of that. We have Cache Valley's here, and so I was there with Cache Valley Transparency and Blind Man Audits also. And I'm sorry,
Feels
I
good,
forgot to put
huh?
links in the description, but I'll definitely put those when I'm done with this.
Man,
So they were also there. So let's
it
check
is
out
37 degrees here.
Just use this. So
So
we have.
that's the high for today.
Let's watch his view. He's got a much better view of this interaction here. It's a little crazy.
Thank you, Doc. She texted me.
They were there first.
That ain't no woman, that's a hoe. That's a skunt. That's a skunt.
You're the one that's behind that little fake name of yours? That's all you do? That's all you do?
Let's believe that. I'm from the hood. Let's believe that. Believe that. Woo!
That was hilarious.
I wanted to give a shout out to Cache Valley for that because I thought that was a super funny troll. Let's watch
Believe that.
real quick. Let's watch that real quick.
Let's believe that. I'm from the hood. Let's believe that. Believe that. Woo! Stupid ass.
Okay, so that was pretty funny. They're acting, you know, like a bunch of goons, right? So they're the ones that always, you know, initiate everything with us, even though we're law-abiding citizens, and they're not. So here we have the guy right here who was the one smiling. I don't know if you guys remember, laughing at our rights, right? They're still doing it. So this is Lieutenant Mitchell, who's a disgrace. This guy actually was initially patted down, illegally patted down.
Terry
Flex
stop.
Freedoms. He used to live out here in Colorado. He's supposed to be coming back too. That was an old video. I don't know if it's still up, but these guys, they're all just a disgrace.
Lincoln's coming back, huh?
Oh, she is?
Yeah. No, like, she's in the chat, but I don't know if you need to check
okay.
for her.
All right, just let me know if she comes up if she's in the background. Because I can't see it. So here's Whitaker, guys. So there's this guy Whitaker now. Basically is trying to manipulate things, and then he says he starts saying that Cache Valley's breath is really stinky and back up, even though he's probably already at least 6-8 feet from him. So then he blows, he goes like that, and then he doesn't really know what to do, and then all of a sudden he like gets all wild, like, yelling, raising his voice. I mean, he's a city official, and he's raising his voice, calling him bro and homie, and like being totally unprofessional, like he's trying to get a rile out of all the Ubers in there. Totally disgraceful, man. And we used to like this guy. We used to think we had high hopes for him, but he's not very good, guys. He's terrible. So let's go to just fast forward where he starts acting like a dumbass. So it's like right here.
Yeah, once you have.
I know, but do we not have free speech? Okay, so then what's the problem? Is that okay? Why is that not okay? It's not okay to call you a name? I have a First Amendment right to say that. Okay, so call me a dumbass back. Call me a dumbass back. You're a dumbass. That means you're a dumbass. You're a smart guy. I'm a smart guy. Yeah? Right? Thanks, Mayor. Thanks, Mayor. Thanks, Mayor. I'm more intelligent by you by far. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Why don't you try to be decent to people? So then why did you do everything that you have done? It's all on video, man. I don't need to give you a list. It's all been recorded. I know, because you don't have the intelligence. You don't have the intelligence. You don't have the intelligence. You don't have the intelligence to be able to understand what you have done is wrong. You don't have the intelligence. Is that okay? I'm not coughing.
Give me some space.
I got you. You got plenty of space here, man.
I felt your breath against me. I smelled it way before you reported. Go sit down.
Are you yelling?
Because you're just...
This is how the city council acts in the city? You're yelling at a citizen? You told me I had bad breath, so I was making sure I didn't have bad breath. Is that okay? Go ahead. Go ahead.
You hear what he just said, guys? I can't wait to find out your name, and I'm gonna come back at you. That sounds like some type of threat. This is Jay Whitaker. This is the way Jay Whitaker acts. He's Mr. City Official, and I'm a smart guy. This is how he treats people.
This is the kind of entitlement that I'm up against, and they have who knows what in their pockets that are willing to take these people's word for it because they don't want to be held accountable or to do their job the way they need to do, and now that they want to come bash the citizens that should not even be bashed. I'm just blown away. This is how the city council
acts in the city? You're yelling at a citizen? You told me I had bad breath, so I was making sure I didn't have bad breath. Is that okay? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
You're an idiot, guys. So he does have free speech, so there's not like he can get, that's not a crime to call someone an idiot, but he is an elected official, as he said, guys. Elected official calling the citizens idiots.
Yeah.
You know how to do things the right way? I know, right? I do things the right way, but the judge throws me out of court.
That was awesome. It was awesome. Hilarious. The world missed it.
Keep getting mad.
Guys, I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing. You didn't belong there, you dumbass. You made such a fool of yourself.
That's true, guys. He made a dumbass out of himself, and he got booted out of the courtroom when he was trying to play Mr. Attorney for his girlfriend, Tori Brown, who was, trying to claim that Sweet Tea punched her in the stomach, man. It's just, I can't believe that, like I said, there's no limit to what they will do to lie, manipulate. It was clear as day. The judge even said right there, acting like children in the courtroom, like yelled at Victoria Brown like several times. Remember?
Yeah. I was waiting for the music.
Back. What happened?
The cops went into where some campers were parked and arrested somebody and took off in a hurry.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So you don't know who got arrested?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
And
So
we don't know what for.
So we just played the video of, I don't know if you heard, of Jay Whitaker acting like a dumbass.
I'm picking something up. I'll be right back.
And saying that he can't wait to find out.
That's DMA in the background, guys.
That he can this, that, and the other thing. And so trying to get everyone in the chambers riled up by raising his voice.
Nice. That's awesome, Doug.
Did you hear him ask me, Regan, I've been waiting to talk to you. I want to know who's talked to you this way, that makes you talk to other people this way. He is in meltdown mode. Okay, the guy.
I gotta double check the number here.
I knew that he was curious when all of this first began, but he is so beholden to the government throne. It's not even funny. And now he's got this.
That's 143.
Emotional piece going on because of his
144.
significant other, and
140. All right.
Watching him fall apart in court the other day and getting thrown out, I knew what he was going to do at the city council meeting. And the second he walked in the door, he was talking shit to Cache Valley Transparency. The second he walked in the door, and it just kept going and going. I even went up to Mitchell. Of course, the cops came up after the big melee, and I said to Mitchell, I said, why don't you just tell him to go, just tell Jay to shut up. Just tell him to shut up. It's that simple.
This actually, thank you for the super chat, Lou. Dude, we appreciate all of your financial support on our channel, all of the great moderating that you do, the research you do. We really appreciate it, man. And this actually brings us right into our next segment, which says, the irony of this police chess move arrest is that you will earn more from this YouTube content than they ever could cost you with this BS arrest, typical dumbass cops. So let's go into the final video that I wanted to play here, which is Terrence. I don't remember his last name, guys.
All right, we're back.
Terrence, the black guy on city council, who
Gut Health Series Pro Bio 5.
They're not going to sue no one. So just check it out. It's a couple minutes, and then I want to
got the bag.
check that one out.
Them drugs, them belly drugs. All right, let's go someplace to eat. Let's go to Moe's. I think I want to go to Moe's.
These people.
So here we go, guys.
Moe's place.
It's a minute 56. Let's hear what this guy has to say about people who independent citizen journalists.
Let me say something.
The drugs have been picked up.
You know what I mean? It's gonna come here, like I said, get the attention, get people riled up, go on to the cast, and people donate them $20 here, $15 there. That's how they make their money. It ain't about them suing someone. They're not getting paid for suing them. That's the bottom line. You know what I mean? I agree, buddy.
Wow. Look at that display, guys.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a couple of things to what he said here. So he says that we're trying to get under their skin. So we are not trying to get under their skin. Every time we went into that building, we had official business to conduct. They are the ones that are, it's true. I mean, if you want to look good and not have a reaction, just act like the camera's not there, and there'll be no reaction, right? There'll be no video to publish. It's like we always talk about, Sweet that as soon as you pull out the camera, you think they would want to be on their best behavior, but they actually act even dumber, knowing that it's, if you don't want to be a YouTube star, then don't give me something to publish, right? So, but then he goes on to say that, well, they don't sue anyone. They don't sue anyone. Really? You haven't seen all the lawsuits, right? And then he said, well, you're going to sue someone, go there and talk about it. Don't, be about it, don't talk about it, something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. But it's like, does Terrence not understand process? You can't just go file a lawsuit, okay? First, you have to beat the criminal charges in order to have standing for a lawsuit. Is he that dumb, right? There's a couple things going on. Either he's just he's the one trying to get people riled up, right? Seems like he was just trying to manipulate for all the listeners there, or he's really just dumb enough and doesn't understand the process of filing a lawsuit. But there are some things that he said that has some legitimacy, guys, and I want to point that out. That we're just here for clicks and views, and we're here to get money and stuff like that. And there are some activists out there who are there to get clicks and views. They're entertainers, okay? And I consider myself a First Amendment auditor. I consider myself a cop watcher. But most importantly than that, I consider myself a civil liberties activist, okay? That's what I am. And the problem with the people that are just there for clicks and views is they're actually making it worse for the rest of us. They're making it harder for the rest of us. They're hindering progress with freedom, okay? Because what happens is and there's tons of great civil liberties activists out there. I just want to point out that Terrence isn't wrong on some of this stuff. The ones that are just there for clicks and views, what happens is, they record some cops, they throw it up there, and then they don't file a complaint. They don't do a public records request. They don't go to any public city council meetings. They do nothing. What good is that? That's not affecting any change whatsoever. And that's what we get. People like, oh, they're there for clicks and views, right? And, if you get bullied off of a sidewalk, that's another thing. People get bullied off sidewalks, and, you're just reinforcing that behavior. Or if you do get arrested from the sidewalk and you take a plea deal, you're reinforcing that behavior, right? Now that cop thinks, oh, cool, I'll just arrest the next guy, right? The district attorney, when another case comes across his desk, reporting on a sidewalk. Well, I remember I got this guy convicted last time, so I'm going to go ahead and press charges on this guy too, right? But if you fight the charges and win, now you're affecting change, right? Because now when that comes across that district attorney's desk, he's going to be like, oh, I don't want to get embarrassed again. I remember I tried to do this last time and I looked foolish. Because people have a right to record on the sidewalk, right? You see the difference? That is what differentiates a click and view type of individual and a activist. There's a difference, guys. I want to point that out. So be careful on who you're supporting in this community, because your favorite cop watcher or First Amendment auditor could be doing more harm than good, okay? It's very important, guys. Go ahead, Reed. You there? I think you're on mute.
No, I'm here. I'm just watching the chat. So, I think you need to re-explain what the First Amendment and freedom of speech is about, and how it is made for government and not your platform. Let's remind Mr. Dollar Bill in here and anyone else that has a problem with getting blocked for being an idiot in here about what free speech is about.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and block this clown right here, this guy right here, Brian MC, because he's a douchebag. So anyone that wants to talk about free speech, let me block this moron first, and then we'll go ahead and talk about free speech, block user, okay?
Right. All of that is a distraction. All of it is, all they're trying to do is distract us. Because when they're putting all that bullshit there in chat, that's distracting us from the conversation, and it's distracting people that really are interested in wanting to know what's going on. So you guys, kick rocks. Bye.
So here's the thing, guys. Free speech is for public, okay? I can't go into McDonald's, not even be a customer, and start yelling at the employees and talking shit about them, right? What would happen if I did that? I wasn't even a customer. These guys aren't customers. They're not here to help us. McDonald's would kick you out. It's not free speech, right? You can't just do whatever you want. You can be trespassed, right? This is my private platform. Yes, I am a free speech absolutist, right? It's something new I learned. In public, right? Not in my house. You can't come into my home and just start talking shit about me and, you know, saying whatever you want to me. You can just leave, right? Private property, guys. That's what we believe in, right? Private versus public. If I pay for it, if it's public and I pay for it,
Look at this.
yeah, I can talk.
Look at this in it. Mohammed B. This is a public platform, bro.
It's a public platform, really? Okay.
Because
That's
the
nice to
public
know.
is viewing it. What a dumbass. Some people are just so stupid. Like, you know, it's just got to get pointed out.
So here's the thing. McDonald's, does that mean it's public because the public is allowed in there and can buy stuff? It doesn't mean it's public, bro. Right? There's a difference, man. And, you know, some people allow, like, free speech all the way around, like AFA, my best friend, said he allows people to come in there and do that. That's fine. That's him. I'm not him. So if you're a distraction, again, we're spending too much time talking about it already, so let's just move on from that. But that's the way we feel about it, guys. So, Regan, did you have something that you wanted to add?
No, I just wanted to reiterate all of the points of corruption within this Sheridan city government. You know, a lot of people wonder what even took me into Sheridan to begin with, and it starts with my.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the Toledo PD.
This place
Looks like they're winding
has done
down.
some absolutely horrendous, horrific things to people living homeless, and it has to do with this full circle of law enforcement and those courts.
All right. I don't know what it means to be an absolutist, because, I mean, if absolutist would mean even in his private forum. So, I don't think he knows what that means. He thinks he doesn't know what those words mean. That's okay. They still believe in the system, man. That's what sucks. They still believe that the system is going to work for them. They still believe recognizing authority is the way to go about it. And unfortunately, I didn't know Flex was there last night. They froze the video on Flex, I guess. I didn't see him, but they said he was there. I don't know. He didn't go live, that's for sure. I saw anyway. Uh-oh.
321, you're scrolling. Is everything okay?
You're welcome.
Yes, they masked it all. Can you show us how to know these people, please? Copy 51.
Yeah, I didn't even go to the door. I peeked in, but I didn't see anybody, so they had it out on the porch, so I just grabbed it. Mission accomplished. I'm going to get a burger. No, not a burger. What day is today? It's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. Give me a crunchy chicken taco. And crunchy chicken does not mean the shell's crunchy. Crunchy tacos are not tacos. Chicken's crunchy. It's got a crunchy breading on it, and it's delicious. With the sauce they put on it, this is my once a week treat, and I'm going to enjoy it. Well, I guess their stream's still going, but see the chat's still going, so radio's quiet, so I guess we'll jump back in there.
Okay, so 2005. Well, he knew that he really didn't have the right answer to that, so he told me that he was going to throw me in jail if I didn't stop talking. So I just simply said to him, well, sir, if you can't define your authority, perhaps you should retire. And that's when he doubled down and said that he was going to throw me in jail on contempt for 60 days with no bond. Do you understand me? You better think long and hard about the next thing that comes out of your mouth. While the guy is almost 90 years old, his situational awareness is compromised. He's clearly incontinent. He slides down in his chair so he can piss himself in his diaper. And I can say these things. These are my observations. He has a full-time caretaker in the courtroom. And this is the courtroom that DMA is about to walk into Thursday night, you guys. This is all being set up. This is all being orchestrated. I could go on and on and on about all, and I am. I'm putting this timeline together because this judge and Martinez and Granberry are running this whole operation. And to my point, this has taken it to another level. This is now at a very, very dangerous level. So when I requested the transcripts of that court hearing, I was denied those transcripts with the citation of it becoming a Criminal Justice Records Act and an active investigation by the Sheridan Police Department. To this day, as of today, I got another response from Bill Hayashi that it is still being treated as a Criminal Justice Records Act and will not be released because it's still being investigated. So what Sheridan is doing right now is
what's up, bro?
Trying to...
Hey, I'm just having to go eat. We're watching DMA premiere.
To drum up a very,
that's Reagan in the background.
Massive arrest on me.
I'm almost where I'm heading, though.
I feel very strongly that some felony criminal charges, they're just going to throw them to the wall, see what sticks. They can do that, you guys. They can lie, they can hem you up, they can drag you through this, they can throw you in jail, slap you with a $5, $10, $50, $100,000 bond. We see it happening constantly. We have to stay in front of it. It is a very serious situation in Sheridan, and that place is exceptionally corrupt.
And I'd also like to bring up the fact that that just reminds me that I would like to thank Smo Diego. A lot of you guys know Smo Diego, his community. He actually donated $1,500 in the first Sheridan incident for bond, and he did donate $1,000 on this time. So our bond, mine was $1,000, Sweet Tea's was $2,000, so that was a huge portion of that. So we want to thank you so much. I did put his link in the description, so make sure you guys go check him out. And he does cop watching and stuff like that. And he is a personal friend of AFA. I've never met the man personally, but he is a personal friend of AFA and Banana. So any friend of theirs is a friend of ours. So we do appreciate you, man. Good looking out on that. And we just wanted to let you guys know that the donations that we get for bond, we are actually recycling those into a fund when we get the bond money back, so that it stays there for bond. Because
we don't have to reach out
the money. We want to keep it for our activism, because the thing is that it's only a matter of time before, like Regan said, they hit us with something big. We get a $10,000 bond, we get a $50,000 bond, something like that, right? So we want to make sure that we're prepared. We're trying to stay organized out here in Denver. so that we are prepared for things like that, because you never know what's going to happen. So we're trying to stay one step ahead of everything, right? So I wanted to go ahead and share real quick, because it's only because we're running out of time. I didn't want to keep this over an hour, so I just want to share J-Town's version, because you said it was choppy. It's only a 2-minute video, so is this J-Town's version? I think it is. Yeah, so let's watch this real quick, guys, and then we'll do final stuff.
It takes all yeah, I'm gonna take your stuff. What the fuck? For you too? What the fuck's the warrant for? We're not gonna, they're not gonna tell you what the warrant's for? I see, I'm fucking morons. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my God, you guys are so fucking. Holy God.
Look at the times, guys. Super tyrannical. Super tyrannical.
Holy shit. Holy shit. You guys are killing your soul.
Why is there no? Oh, there's a mailbox here. Huh? I ain't near the mailbox. Besides, the mailbox isn't even on the road.
Arrest, guys, right there. So just more retaliation. That's
doesn't even face the road.
They're just retaliating because they can't stand transparency. They can't stand free speech. They have proven they will resort to violence. They will resort to manipulation.
All right. What time is it?
They can to prevent free speech.
6:04.
Fabricating.
I'm gonna add just one last bit. Last night at the jail on my live stream, I made the decision, because this piece of information was contained in Discovery, where Discovery is mainly about me, and I'm not even being charged with anything. I read a 3-page victim impact statement that Jeffrey Martinez wrote.
Oh, look at the puppers.
So it's out there. And you might want to go listen to that
Oh, you missed
live
him.
stream.
Damn
It
it.
was last night at the jail.
Big old German
I
Shepherd.
read it word for word, and he
It's
is
like a male.
literally accusing me. I'm just going to talk about myself. He's accusing me of going
You're
to
welcome, babe.
officers' homes and harassing them. He's accusing me of being responsible for a bomb threat. He's accusing me of having something to do with a call coming in to Sheridan Dispatch about one of their cops being shot at their home. He's accusing me, along with DMA, of essentially.
All right, thanks for
saying
hanging
that law
out.
enforcement is going to have a deadly encounter with us.
Yeah, it is sad.
making death
It's
threats.
really sad.
And
And it's
I
not
wanna add
it's
one
not
more
it's not going to end
important
anytime
piece of
soon. They're
information
really
contained here.
she's right.
Everybody's
They're
not.
putting together an indictment against her.
There is a
That's why she
very
hasn't been picked
active
up yet.
Criminal investigation occurring.
They're trying. I'm sure there's
Police department.
a grand jury somewhere that's looking at this stuff and only hearing the one side.
Investigation, and it's about to get
It's pitiful, man. It's pitiful.
All right, Sweet Tea, you got anything?
Enjoy your golf game if you're still out there, Anna. Anyone else who's still here, thanks for hanging out. I might go live again later. I think apparently I'm only getting 2 notifications. If on the third one I'm not getting notifications out. So thank you everyone who did ride with me. I was gonna listen to some Scanner and stuff like that, and maybe run over to something if we heard it, but I thought the DMA premiere was more important. I wanted to see it anyway, so. I will either see you guys later on tonight or tomorrow at the house or at work.
Got your back.
Yeah, you have a great evening too, Doug. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Stay warm. Catch some fish.